Hey guys, my brand new book's coming out for BiggerPockets.com called Raising Private Capital. It releases on July 26th, but you can pre-order it now at the link below. Check it out.
How do you charge a tenant for damages to your apartment? What is happening, YouTube? It's Mentorship Monday. Thank you for watching. Today's question comes from Jonathan, and I'm assuming you're in Southern California, Jonathan, because that's where you say that your rental property is, so let's just call it that. So Jonathan from Southern California, here's what we got. Jonathan's wants to know about charging a tenant for damages. Do I take it from the security deposit when they move out, or do you bill them after the work is done? First of all, Jonathan, if the tenant did damages now, you want to repair the damages, bill them, and then move on. Don't just wait till they move out and take it a security deposit. That's the first answer to your question. And to you guys too, don't ever just wait for a tenant to move out and then charge them for damages. If you're aware of damages they did now, then address that, charge them for it, because you want that security deposit to be for maybe back rents, maybe other damages you find out about. Don't ever just sandbag damages until the tenant moves and then charge them then. Charge them now. Make the repair out of your own pocket and then charge the tenant for it. If they don't pay, that repair becomes additional rent, and you can then evict for it. You make sure your lease says that. Make sure your lease says that any repairs that you do for things that the tenant's fault become additional rent. And you can charge them for that. When you convert things to additional rent, it means that you can then file eviction if it doesn't get paid. In our lease and in good leases, it says the late fee becomes additional rent. Any charges or landlord paid utilities the tenant doesn't reimburse you for all become additional rent. The reason for that is you can evict for non-payment of rent, right? So it becomes rent, then it just kind of snowballs, and you can evict based on it if they don't pay you back, right? So in Jonathan's circumstance, he's got himself a one-bedroom. He's getting $1,180 for. God bless you, in Southern California, getting $1,180 for a one-bedroom. You gotta love it. Within 2 months, the tenant's portable AC unit leaked onto the floor, and it kind of flooded his unit. This is Jonathan's words. Warped their baseboard, ruined 1,400 square foot of his brand new laminates, and ruined his baseboards. Man, this is bad. He also jammed his new garbage disposal with a rag, and it had to be replaced. How do you get a rag into a garbage disposal? I don't know. It's laminates and baseboard all in. He's into this thing for around $800 for repairing the floors and all that stuff. So yeah, you want to make those repairs now, and you want to get the tenant to admit that this is his fault, and then make those repairs and then charge them for it. Another thing now, Jonathan, you can't do this, but just a quick side note to my other folks watching. If you guys have renter's insurance, the renter's insurance would pick this up as a claim, okay? Because this is negligence, this is damage done by the tenant that, for one reason or another. Renter's insurance would take this on as a liability claim. Okay, so that's this right here. Jonathan, if you don't have renter's insurance, if you don't enforce renter's insurance, you should require all your tenants to have it, because issues of negligence like this would get picked up by it, and you guys could just charge out the renter's insurance company. They would reimburse you versus hoping the tenant's going to cut you a check. So that's number one, get some renter's insurance. But then secondly, you can charge the tenant out for your actual expenses for covering these types of things. And as a side note, another tip, lots of tips on this one, but as a side note to you guys and to Jonathan too, when you guys get new tenants, what we do is we get our tenants to sign off on a price sheet saying that, if you leave trash in the apartment, it's going to be this charge. If you damage a window, it's going to be this charge. If you damage a door lock, whatever it is, it's a long list of repair items, and the tenant, when they move in, sign off on that. They sign off and say, yes, I agree to these repair charges. So when the tenant moves out, we just charge them off of the price list that they agreed to. And if they balk at it, we say, hey, by the way, you signed here that you agree to these fees, okay? And so it's not our actual cost. It's just an industry-based cost of getting this type of work done, right? So then the tenant can't come at you and say, hey, wait a minute, you're charging me all this money for replacing my floors. Well, this is your signature where you agreed to that, right? So that's something you could try on. But that and renter's insurance, I think, will protect you. But also the bottom line, Jonathan, is absolutely you should be making the repair and then charging the tenant for it. If they don't pay the bill, then you got a real reason to evict from there. So cool. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you guys for watching. Email your questions to helpme@DeRosaGroup.com. That is helpme@DeRosaGroup.com, and I will answer your questions right here on the YouTube channel for you and everybody else to learn from them. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Jonathan. Have a great, profitable week.